All right, if you're watching this video, I'm going to assume that you're at least a little bit of a chud. Don't worry, I used to be also, and today we're going to kind of talk about how to escape the chud zone, how to stop chud maxing, and how to just be like a more dope dude. We're going to hop right into it. Me personally, I used to be a pretty big dork. I used to be a big chud. I went through a little phase in life a few years ago where I really tried to, reverse a lot of that, fix a lot of that, and just become a way more confident guy to prepare myself for like my future wife. And thankfully, I met her and I was this like better version of myself. And now we have a beautiful child, and just life is pretty good. So anyways, let's get started. How to stop chud maxing. First things first, I think you need to seek God. I think you need to develop a relationship with Jesus, because when you don't fear death, when you have confidence in God that He is carrying you throughout each and every day, your confidence just rises, because you're like, I'm good. No matter what happens, like things are good. Um, that wasn't actually on the list, but I just want, I want to spread God's word, and I want y'all to develop a relationship with Jesus, man. But now that I've said that, let's get to the first step. Dude, you need to pick your head up, and not like in the emotional sense, like be happier. You need to literally pick your head up. Stop leaning over. Stop having the fucking gamer lean. And like actually stand up tall, dude. Like bring your shoulders back and down. Bring your head up. Make your neck straight. Like stand tall, dude. Stand tall and like, dude, just have have just like a confident posture when you walk in the room. Don't walk in the room with your shoulders hunched over and your head down, looking at the floor. You're looking at your feet everywhere. Just sit up, sit up and look around, dude. You're more welcoming looking. You're stronger looking. You look like you're mentally just a more what's the word, like developed. You look more confident. You look more like someone people would want to talk to. And this kind of bleeds into the next point. When you walk into a room, you need to. I'm gonna paint a picture, and I want you to tell me who's more confident. The guy who walks into a room, he's looking down, his shoulders are hunched, his whole back's hunched over. He's got his phone in his hand. He's not looking at anybody, and he's just like casually meandering his way through the crowd. You wouldn't even notice that dude is there. If you did, you'd be like, subconsciously, you'd be like, oh, what a dork. Now, picture this. You got this dude that walks in. He stops right at the doorway. His phone is in his fucking pocket. His head is up. His shoulders are back. He's scanning the room. He's looking around. He's got a smile on his face. You're like, oh, damn. Like that, just subconsciously, that dude has, that dude has aura. But like subconsciously, you're like, that's a confident dude. And I need that to be you. I need you to walk into a room with your head held high, with your shoulders back, and with your phone in your fucking pocket. And you need to stop and scan the room. Look at everybody there. Kind of put out this energy like, hey, I'm here, bitches. Like it just that gives such like a confident energy. And I promise, if you start paying attention to that, pay attention to how people enter the room, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll see like, oh, okay, that dude's a dork. Not a dork, not to be mean. Like that dude is not confident. That's not somebody that the girls are gonna see come in the room. They're not gonna notice him walk in the room. They're gonna notice the dude that stands tall, comes in, scans the room, and looks for people to talk to. Third thing, you need to make eye contact with people. When you do go up, you got your head up high, you scan the room, you're looking for all the people, man. You need to make eye contact with these people. These kind of all play into the same thing. You can't go up to a girl or go up to a group of guys and start talking to them and be looking at the ground or looking up in the sky or anything. So people are gonna be like, the fuck's wrong with this guy? Like we're having a conversation and he can barely even. If you can't maintain eye contact, you can't maintain a conversation. So when you got you got someone across from you that's looking you in the eyes and you can't look them back in the eyes because it makes you nervous, dude. They're gonna be so, even if they're not consciously saying like, oh, what the fuck, like this, you can't even look me in my eyes. Subconsciously, they're gonna look down on you, 100%. This was actually an exercise that I did uh, back in the day to get better at this. I would literally, like, I would be at the gym per se. I don't know if I use that right. I would be at the gym, for example, and as soon as I would walk into the gym, I actually got these from a book. I don't remember what the book was, but these were like steps from a book on like how to kind of increase your confidence and be like just a more like confident dude in the room and be someone who like puts out a good energy, a confident energy. Um, I would walk into the gym and I would literally stop right there at this like I wouldn't just like look at my phone and just walk around and look for free machines to use. I would literally just I would stand there and just look around and kind of try to like it sounds weird, but like you exude this like confident energy to everybody around you. I would look around and I would find people and look them in their eyes. You would be shocked if you can stare someone in the eyes, not in a creepy way, but just I just look like I'm looking around the gym, you know? If you can look someone in their eyes, when they look back at you, they will immediately dart away. You don't have to worry about like having this awkward eye contact thing because most people won't look back at you. And if someone does, you can say hi. You know, if you got someone 10 feet away from you and you're looking them in their eyes and waiting for them to look away type of deal, wait. This doesn't make hold on, I'm trying to make this make sense. This isn't to be like creepy or this isn't to stare people down. This isn't to like make other people feel not confident or uncomfortable. This is simply just an exercise to like to be the person. This is simply just an exercise to maintain eye contact no matter what, because you're initiating the eye contact, you're waiting for someone to look back at you, and then you just wave or say hi, say what's up, man. That's it. And that's all it has to be. And then all of a sudden, making eye contact, looking at people becomes way easier. All right, these next two things are things that I have seriously had to work on. Especially this next thing is probably one of my biggest issues. I still struggle with to this day. You probably even heard it in this video. I really need to get better about this. When speaking, you need to speak slow and controlled and confident. A lot of people, including myself, really I used to do this really bad. I still do it pretty bad. I try to be better about it. I'll notice when I'm like telling a story, when I'm there's like I'm speaking a lot, I'll kind of get into this like excited tone where I start talking a lot faster and I start mumbling and I'm talking like this and talking like this, and then all of a sudden my voice becomes super high pitched and then I sound like this and I sound super excited almost, but I'm really just like I need to just take a second, slow down, chill out, because you sound like a kid almost when you do that. You don't sound like you know what you're talking about when you're mumbling, when you're fumbling over your words because you're going too fast and you're not taking breaths. It is okay to talk slow. It is okay to take a breath between your words. It is okay to just have the slower, more confident you speak, the smoother your sentences, if that makes sense. When you're going fast and you're stumbling and your voice gets super high pitched, like you don't that you sound like a nerd almost, you know? People don't want to like follow or listen to a guy that is like high pitched and talking super fast and it almost seems like their own coke or something. People want to listen to like a slow, calm speaker. They're confident in what they're saying. They're letting this is a weird, but like almost letting their throat like relax. Like they're not like squeezing and like getting it out, getting the words out super quick and like not being able to catch their breath. Like they're let it all relax, let your chest fall, let your throat relax, and just like use your natural voice. Because like this right now, I'm really doing my best to stay calm. Like this is my natural voice. But when I get into that higher pitch thing, I, I sound like just less masculine almost because my voice gets higher pitched and I'm talking super fast. You and it's just not a good look. There's no other way to put it. It's just that doesn't exude confidence. That doesn't exude attractiveness. Women don't want to talk to a guy that's like that because it gives off like a nervous energy. You want to be calm, cool, and confident. Last thing, this is something I still struggle with super bad. I'm not good at this. I need to be better. I know. You need to just dress well. You need to do your hair. I'm the type of guy, I'll wear a lot of gym clothes, or I'll just wear shorts and I'll be fucking shirtless, dude. I'm a 95% of my day I will be shirtless for sure. And I'll put a lot of hats on. Even though I have like a good head of hair, I have I think a good looking haircut. I don't ever like actually do my hair. I throw a hat on every day. I throw gym shorts on every day. Only if I'm going somewhere will a shirt go on. I wear flip flops every day if I can. I only wear real shoes to like to work. And I know that that's not the best of looks. I know I need to do better than that. And honestly, I heard this in a video. I think it was Paulie Walnuts. I was watching a video the other day. He was talking about the same kind of thing. Anyways, Paulie Walnuts said in his video the other day that you need to dress as if you're going out to meet your future wife every single day, because you never know when you will. You never know when you'll be out meeting your future wife. And you don't want to be you don't want to be out at church or the grocery store or at a bar or wherever, or at the beach. Well, I guess the beach you're being board shorts and shirtless. That scratch the beach. You don't want to be in these places and be in a fucking stained white t-shirt and gym shorts and flip-flops with your hair messy because you didn't feel like getting dressed up to go out. Imagine you did that, and then that was the thing that caused you not to go up and talk to your future wife. And now you've either delayed meeting your future wife or getting to know your future wife, or you've delayed, or you just cut it all together. You don't, all of a sudden, you don't get her anymore because you wanted to dress like a slob. I really need you to wake up every day and get ready with that mindset. Like, dude, today could be the day I meet my future wife. So I need to look the part. I need to look presentable. And that's not even to mention that, like, when you're dressed up nice, you feel more confident. Just by default, you feel like a more confident man. I'm not saying you got to go out in a suit every day, but when you go out in a suit, you're like, dude, I'm the shit. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Jesus loves you. I love you. Peace.